What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel. We are back with another video, and we are here with a signing that's come out of the middle of nowhere, really. 2 days ago, Josko Gvardiol was confirmed to be going to Manchester City by Fabrizio Romano. Now, there has been some issues with this deal, and we're going to get to them later. But if Man City do end up pulling this off, what a deal it is. Fabrizio Romano said that Man City are set to sign Josko Gvardiol from RB Leipzig. It's now done deal, and here we go. Exclusive. Gvardiol medical tests will be completed, second part 2 in the next 24 hours, then deal signed. That doesn't seem like it's happened. We'll get to that in a little bit. The two clubs have just reached an agreement on fee for Croatian centre-back to join Manchester City. Gvardiol will be second signing for Man City after Mateo Kovacic. Verbal agreement today. Josko Gvardiol only wanted to join Manchester City as well. In terms of the issues, Gvardiol deal. Tension with Man City and Leipzig during final stage of negotiations. Josko, he didn't complete the medical yet. This was 20 hours ago as of recording, so last night, yesterday evening. Verbal agreement reached yesterday. Medical booked today, but then issues on club side after leak and no green light to medical deal is still on. So if RB Leipzig and Man City can overcome these issues, and it looks like Josko Gvardiol is going to be joining Manchester City, and this is a really, really interesting signing. Now, we look at what's sort of been done with Man City last year, and I can see why they want to make this deal, why they want to get it done. Gvardiol is an excellent left-footed centre-back, and you saw with somebody like Ake going out to left-back at times. You know, they weren't playing with a proper left-back throughout the majority of that season. You know, they got rid of Cancelo because they didn't want a left-back. They were playing Ake out there, they were playing Rico Lewis out there, they were playing all sorts of players out there. But they weren't really playing the only left-back they've got in the squad, which was Sergio Gomez. So it's clear that Pep wants to continue going with that tactic of playing sort of a centre-back at left-back, and then possibly doing whatever with John Stones if he's want to pushing up into CDM or staying at centre-back. It's such a confusing setup, this City side. However, Gvardiol is an excellent player to bring in as that left-sided centre-back or even left-back. Again, what role does he actually play? It's a complicated one. But I think he will play it really, really well. How much will it be? We've heard before that Leipzig do want a lot of money for Gvardiol. I can see it being 80, 90 million, to be honest. As I say, I don't know how much it's actually going to end up costing. I would probably put it at around 80 million. It's just a guess, but I think that's probably what Leipzig will want, and I can see City paying that as well. Gvardiol hasn't been excellent since the World Cup, it is worth stating. However, we all do know that he is still a quality footballer, and this would still be an excellent signing if Man City can get it done. I think he slots into that side really, really well, and I think Pep will turn him into a monster. I think it will take him a year, as it takes with all the Pep's players. You look at Nathan Ake, who was brought in, and that first year he didn't really do much, yet then Pep's managed to mature him on. Obviously look at the attacking players like Jack Grealish, who, you know, first year really poor, second year comes back and does excellently. Bernardo Silva, another one, you know, first year was quite poor, yet he came back and did really, really well. I can see the same happening here with Gvardiol, and I think he'll be a really, really good signing if they can get it done. Do they get it done? That's the only thing I'm not sure. Are these issues going to come forward and actually really cause a problem for this deal? Is there also a possibility that you now see other clubs coming in? I think most clubs are sorted for their centre-backs, and I think that's why Man City will be okay. If Chelsea were still in the position they were in last summer where they still needed centre-backs, I could see them at this point coming in and making this deal difficult, like they did with that Marc Cucurella deal to Manchester City last summer when that was leaked. However, I think because Man City are the only club that really are looking for a centre-back, I think they'll be okay. I don't know who else pays that 80 million. Chelsea would have done, but again, I think they're okay for centre-backs. Granted, they have just lost Wesley Fofana, but do you spend 80 million on a Gvardiol when you've got a Fofana there who you're planning for long term? I don't know. I think Gvardiol to Man City will happen. I think it'll be an excellent deal when it does happen. I think it's one for Man City fans to be excited about, and an excellent signing after the start of the window with Kovacic coming in. That was a bit of a shaky deal and a bit of an interesting deal for them to do. I think Gvardiol will be an excellent deal. Where does City go next? It's scary wherever they do go next. Obviously close to selling Riyad Mahrez as well to Saudi Arabia, so they're going to need to bring in a new right winger. You would imagine they're going to look to want to bring in another centre mid as well. I think they're probably the two positions they're now looking at. Who you could get and get, well, there's a whole host of options, obviously, especially in the middle of the park. I can't see Kovacic being that long-term player there. I think they will want to. I think he'll be the backup to whoever they really want to bring in. Who that could be? Could it be a Nico Barella? I could see him doing really well and is apparently available for around 50 million. I'm not sure. Either way, this GVARDIOL signing is an excellent deal if they do get it done. What do you make to GVARDIOL to Manchester City? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See ya!